Underdog daily with the Badge Bros. As you guys can see, playing a road game yet again, but some days are just too important to miss. You know, this is a huge one. This is our bread and butter. This is the we're so back moment of it all. I'm hanging out with last night's MLB champ, my guy Nez Takes. We got a primetime Palooza up there. We got abundance of contests to choose from, single entries, all this sort of thing. But the Dog Bowl, we now know the location. It's going to be the Wild West of Dallas. It's going to be incredible. But there's a special wrinkle. My guy Nez has been sifting through the back end. And Nez, you got a special wrinkle that nobody's talking about with the Dog Bowl right now.
It has gone under the radar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to pull up the rules right now so that way we can just take a look at this in real time. So people know that I'm not just BSing, that we have a change in format. So last season, if you want a seat to the Dog Bowl, you one seat equals one draft.
Mm-hmm.
This year, by winning a seat into the Dog Bowl, let me go ahead and present my screen here. Just give me one moment while I fidget with these overlays here. This season, when we win a seat to the Dog Bowl, guys, you'll notice it's prizes go past 36. There's 108
Right.
prizes paid out.
Why would that be, Nez?
Why is that? Well, one seat equals 3 entries. So there's going to be, instead of 3 drafts like there was last season, there's
Mm-hmm.
actually going to be 9 drafts total. So if you win 3 seats, you win 9 drafts. I love this. I love
Dude,
this.
the the biggest knock for daily draft style contests versus like salary based contest has always been the RNG. The RNG. What if I don't get the 101? What if I don't? This mitigates a large portion of that right there by giving people opportunities at multiple spins of the wheel to their draft slot. That's an incredibly sharp move on their half. I'm glad you pointed it out because I didn't even go deep diving on this right away. I just fired one up and hopped right in and didn't even think about it. But I think this is a great move by them. I think it is a very astute point by you to find it because I didn't see anyone talking about it. We were talking about rake structure and we were talking about all that sort of thing, but I did not hear anyone mention that. So great grab by you, great find. That's a great amendment by them.
I think it makes so much sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the strategy for actually getting there, it becomes a lot more fun, and I think it'll alleviate some stress as well. Speaking from experience, having the
Mm-hmm.
pressure of just one draft, yeah, it was a lot, and I was happy with how my draft turned out, even though I didn't win a whole ton. But no, I think this is excellent, and I'm really excited to see how everything works out. I guess the one thing is like it does become a little bit more challenging to min cash because you need to make sure one of these 3 lineups, crack the top 20 or the top 25.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we ain't here for min cashes, Nez. I know you want to triple condom it up and take a quarterback in the first round here, but yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean by that. But I just love it in general. I think it's perfect.
So
Dude,
easy to ask in a question. Is that a
yeah, sure.
typo? Because it doesn't sound super. So they're not actually like you're not winning $30,000 by
Hmm.
going to the Dog Bowl. What that probably should say from 26 to 108 is probably 3333, where it's actually equating to the the min cash that you get for going to the Dog Bowl.
Right.
So you don't just all of a sudden now get access to 20,000 more dollars. That's how they always lay out their prize structures.
Right.
So
Yeah. So
it
what
it,
Easy's
it should say
alluding,
zero. Like
yeah.
like literally subtract 10K from all of these prizes.
Right. Yeah, because that was the exact same thing we talk about with like the winnings tab on Underdog right now. If you guys are sweating the dinger stuff right now, it's like if you it says $4,000 beside your name, well, you've already been paid out incrementally leading up to that. So the total amount will be 4,000, but what you'll actually get deposited in your account will probably be closer to like 35 whatever because you've been paid out for each advancing round as you go. So I mean, when you win a dog bowl seat, you instantly get paid out for that seat. That money goes right into your account right away, right after winning it that Sunday.
Exactly. I'll probably make a video. I see BBV in here. Shout out Viper.
Hmm.
Little confused. So for the rest of the crowd, maybe we'll do like a separate standalone video that kind of
Sure,
talks
yeah.
our understanding of the Dog Bowl. But hadn't seen anybody discuss this yet. So you get 3 cracks at a winning lineup if you win a.
Also, dude, that also just makes it so much more fun. Like
Yeah,
you guys went, there was a sweat about which draft you'd be in, then there was a sweat. Like, I mean, we have to talk through this stuff because not everybody was there, right? Like when you walked into the venue, you kind of got a wristband, you were assigned a draft, then the RNG associated with like your draft slot, and then you couldn't see the draft boards that other people had done. It was like come into the room, do one draft, leave, then draft 2 comes in, come in and do that. Now there's going to be some added wrinkles of like EV associated with having multiple seats because you'll see draft boards from all those drafts. And, like there's just so many wrinkles to it all that just get expanded. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely want to chase multiple seats harder this year than last year. And I also think it's just way more fun because you put so much emphasis, so much onus on your one specific draft. Now you have 3 chances to, do I want to draft the same and or similar team 3 times? Do I want to spread it out?
right.
Do I want to, like, there's so much more strategy that can go into it with 3 bullets. Like
I
not
mean,
3 bullets, but 3 drafts for 1 bullet.
yeah. I mean, could you imagine? Is there anything more alpha than scooping the Dog Bowl? I mean, could you imagine?
I mean, dude, if you just leaderboard that thing and you go 1, 2, 3 at the top, like that'd be so nasty.
You might
You
get
just
beat up, but like, I mean, because you're a live final and you're taking everybody's money.
no, man, this is a safe place. This would be good. Any speculation? I was kind of thinking out loud that like having been to Dallas recently, and obviously you live there, you're gonna be playing a home game there. I any speculation as to like what you'd like to see from a live final? I was thrown out in the Discord there, like that Arlington live area between the 2 stadiums and stuff like that looks incredible. Would set up great for something like that. We have no insider information on this, just kind of talking through it, broing out.
Yeah. I do like that area. Don't get me
Hmm.
wrong, but like, there's just not a lot in Arlington other than like
True.
Texas
Yeah.
Live, but like the Lowe's Hotel is right there, so they could give a pretty solid experience if they did do that.
Hmm.
But I think and I don't even spend a lot of time in downtown Dallas. I've been in Dallas for like 3 years now. I honestly like don't know my way around downtown at
Fair
all.
enough.
But
Yeah.
but there is just so much to do down here, which is really cool. I'm super stoked that it's gonna be really easy for me to come see everybody if I don't happen to win a seat. But come on, let's be real. I'm getting myself back to this
We're
motherfucker, man.
chasing
Come
that
on.
dragon, baby. We're
I'm
getting
coming
back.
back. I'm coming back. I didn't. It's my turn. It's my turn. I'm leaving with something.
Yeah, I guess two things that I'd like to well, first being the setup is a little bit different than last year. So the drafts are on the Friday and then the live sweats on the Sunday. Last year the drafts were on, we did a show on the Friday night, then the drafts were on the Saturday, were they not?
We did the drafts on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, so this year, I think when I was reading through it there, it sounds like the drafts are on the Friday this time. So that'll be awesome to
Okay.
have
Cool.
like, yeah, maybe, yeah, because we ran a show the Sunday morning talking through what happened at the drafts the previous night. So I think that's a little different wrinkle this year when I was reading through the rules stuff there. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I forgot my train of thought on what the second one was. Yeah, anyways.
Yep. Yeah. So you 3 qualifier tickets. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool.
Beast
Awesome,
for
man.
saying, doesn't it say Saturday? Maybe I misread. Maybe that's the same then.
Draft event will be held Saturday, December 7th.
Okay, never mind. I'm full of shit, guys. Don't listen to a word I
We
say.
know.
Yeah.
We know, bud. It's all right. So yeah,
Yeah.
a max of 9 teams. Man, that is such a sick wrinkle. I agree with their doing of that. It is just like the condom Nez in me, is just thinking about how awesome it was to get the min cash at Dog Bowl. It was so easy, just like, I mean, no offense to anybody that didn't get it. I mean, it was, but like, it was like the green bar line was so far to the left. It's like, yes, like I'm leaving with something like that. That kind of helped cushion the sadness.
Oh man, me and Pete spent so much time that night before and that weekend trying to talk you off that. I was trying to buy equity all weekend long so that you didn't think that way and you just wanted to scoop your 3K and go home.
Hey man, I stacked. I was telling you guys I was gonna play, like a little differently, a little safer, and I ended up doing a full Chicago Detroit game stack, which like
That's true.
any other week of the season would have crushed. But that
Yeah.
week, that was the week that the Chicago Bears decided to turn their defense around.
Yeah, that was
So
in the dome in
no, that was
Detroit
outside.
too, right? Oh, it
No, it
was.
was outside,
Okay.
so that was a little riskier, but it was a
Oh
field
yeah.
stack. I digress. I
Yeah,
digress.
fair enough.
We're coming for heads this time
This
around.
this is a new year, baby. This is a new year. Nez, let's pull up the lobbies and just kind of walk through everything that's in there. There's a primetime Palooza. We talk so much about winning the onesies in the primetime Paloozas, scrolling for leverage in the primetime Paloozas. This is an absolute loaded 2-game slate to kick off the year. Mahomes, Lamar, Hurts, Love, Hollywood Brown's already been ruled out. No Jahan Dotson in the player pool, just for those who were
Here we go.
curious. But yeah, this is your classic 2-game slate to open up the year. 11K entries there. What is the total guarantee there? I can't zoom in on that.
100 guaranteed.
Perfect. Yeah, beautiful. This is your classic 2-gamer. This is a really fun talent laden slate there. And then some new stuff in the lobbies there, dude. We got obviously the traditional battle royale there with the $5 price point, which they kept there. But then we got some single entry stuff. We got a $3.20 max. We got the goal line stand, which was a staple for years now, and the DeBomb that's been a staple for years. $100 price point for the DeBomb there. The goal line stand is the 12-person contest. Fullback dive, we saw a little bit last year. 5
Yep.
max entries, $25. Good one there. And then walk me through some of these single entry ones. These look new, eh?
Yeah, the extra point I think was around a little bit toward the end of last year. $5 single entry, 1K to first. Very cool for a 10K prize pool there. I would say in the future, if I had to, I mean, like I love the variety. I think that maybe a 2K to first here would make sense for single entry, since it doesn't need to necessarily be flatter since it's single entry, but I still love the
Good
fact
point.
that there is a single entry contest for people if they want to. Like you can easily pick and choose here with this menu. Numi and Hope just absolutely crushed. There's something for everybody here. This victory formation is awesome. $20 single entry as well. Same format here, just obviously 4 times less over in victory formation. We got an 8 max over here. This is very fun. You can kind of get your little MME scratch in with 8 entries here with the Engage 8. Pick 6 entry max at a $6 price point. Love that. This one's a little juicier here. 15% to first there for a 10K prize pool. Squib kick is interesting. This is like I'm like for a 12-person draft. Just for me, like for $3, I mean, I think this is a nice way for people to maybe get their feet wet before they hop into the goal line stand. Maybe they want to, figure out who's there in the 6th round, 5th round before they hop in a dog bowl, something like that. I'll have to see if I get to this one, but I'll probably end up spending more time in the main. And then we got our double doink rather, John.
Yep.
Which is always great.
That's the classic cash game variety of the double up contest, right?
I would love to dedicate like a ton of time to figure out how to like optimize for the double doink. I think that'd be a hilarious move.
Dude, you know what's actually, I mean, if you have the capital to do so and you want to keep a bankroll alive for the entirety of NFL season, with the new auto draft feature and the new like max enter just by clicking like one button, honestly, just setting ranks and auto drafting those double doinks might become like super valuable going forward.
Yeah, it is interesting because it's like, I mean, I don't know. I never play, GPP cash games, on any other. Good.
That's like 50-50. That's like double up.
Yeah, I meant like multi-enter cash games on any website. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is kind of like interesting. It's like, do you want to be? I don't know the optimal strategy for exposures for the double doink, but it is a double up. So like, that's not necessarily our game anyways. And then the double reverse is a very, very fun little contest here. It's literally $2 double entry. And it's really top heavy. Only the top 5 win there. So cool. Like, I mean, dude, there's just something for everybody here,
Yeah.
which I think is awesome. Like, I think Underdog does a really good job of catering to the like the casual players, right? The people that like know their stuff, but want to have a similar playing field to the rest of the competition. And like
Hmm.
Underdog does such a good job of evening the playing field for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, this is a smorgasbord of contests for week one, man. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Yeah,
absolutely
and then
crazy.
not to lose sight of the fact that they did also drop two kind of like closing best ball season contests right now. I did my golden entry for breakfast this morning, the $10 single entry, and then there was I can't remember what's the 6x6 called.
Um, for the dailies or for
No, for the end of
the
best ball season.
Hound Dog, I believe.
Hound dog. There you go. So there's a hound dog to close to. 20-second clocks on that one.
Nice.
Man, they're just covering all their bases to start the season here. People were clamoring for as soon as like BBM was close to filling there, they were clamoring for that low dollar amount contest to fill the void, and they've kind of just covered all their bases. I love what I'm seeing here.
Yep. This is awesome. I might do like one more Hound Dog and get my fourth golden in, but like it's BR season, man. I
It's
got stuff
true.
to do. And it's also slow draft season, John. So I do have 10 minutes left on the Chow Chow. So I do need to just I'm sorry, I gotta bang this out real quick.
Yeah, make sure you get your picks in there. Slow clocks down to 1 hour. I think it's a good reminder for people. I saw some talk on the internet. I haven't experienced it yet, but they're pushing people to auto draft if you miss two picks in a row in the best ball stuff now. And there wasn't like a big announcement about that. So just be mindful of it. If you guys are just checking the app to, if you log onto your phone and you see time is up in 10 minutes in a couple of your drafts, make sure you go into the active tab, and even if you missed your pick, just make sure you're not on the plane there. That's a new little feature, new little wrinkle that was added overnight that I wasn't aware of. So
Mhm.
I saw people talking about it. So just make the community aware of it.
Yeah, people are indeed talking about it. That is
Yeah.
that is for sure. And I think Crutches is right. I think they are actually turning it off after some
Okay.
feedback. So
Okay.
that would be my preference as somebody that will draft multiples at once. I think
Hmm.
that can be helpful. So I'm glad that they're like listening to some feedback on that. I think that's a good call.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. All right, Nez, what do you think we're gonna have plenty of time to break down, talk about these slates, all
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
yeah.
I did a dog bowl this morning already. I've done maybe one or two BRs. What do you say we do one BR together, kind of have some shoot from the hip takes here, and then I gotta go. I gotta go captain a boat here on the Pacific.
Okay, buddy. All right, Captain John, starboard over here. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're entering a
swing the
BR.
jib
Snap,
starboard.
Snapville, Snapville. John, let me say what's up to some of the commenters here. I know you're on
Hmm.
mobile playing a road game. You're doing a great job, by the way. I think your audio sounds great for being on the phone.
Oh,
Alex
thank you,
Clark
sir.
out here, new member. Noah gifting out a membership. Shout out to Noah,
Oh,
aka Sock Muffin, just super
while
goaded.
while we got Sock Muffin there, he shot me a DM today because okay, yesterday was a weird day. I ended up not being able to do the stream there with Nez and stuff like that. I am still putting the final touches, or we are, but in particular, I was this morning. I had the laptop up on the deck here. Final touches on the hashtag list. When the hashtag list is finalized, we'll do a reveal on the show. We'll talk it through one last time, and then I'll tweet it out with the share link and we can have the official because we definitely missed people. There's
Yeah.
definitely been some good feedback on it. So the show is completed. The list is not. It's not official yet, Nez. So I just wanted to say that because Noah reached out in particular and asked about it. There will be an official tweet associated with it and an official drop on the show. The people want the list. I know it's a really busy time for me personally. I'm traveling like 14 of the next 18 days. So yeah, we'll get this one done. Nez, who's up available for us?
I feel like this is CD Lamb for me. I love the running backs that go late. You know, I love Bijan, but
Mm-hmm.
Bijan's projections for this upcoming week don't really stand out compared to some of these other players. And I mean, CD Lamb wants to show that he's worth that money, right?
Yes, I like it, man. I got a spicy take for you right now.
I would
The
love to hear it.
the GM that everyone's searching for early in this draft window here, before the projections come out, before all that sort of thing, is Kyler McBride in the 3-4.
Mm,
I've seen
that's a
it.
good one.
Yeah, I've seen it executed. Um, yeah, I think that's the one that we're gonna look back in like 4 days as like the ADP adjusts and stuff like that. Yeah, that feels like the one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know we're gonna get into some deep dive stuff, uh,
Hmm.
with Pete and all week, obviously coming up. But I think that's a really good shout. I love McBride this season. Definitely feels like somebody that you're gonna want in PRs. I think he has the ability to separate meaningfully and
Hmm.
often in these drafts. So I'm excited for that. We'll do our Travis, or I have a Travis Kelsey special still available. I don't know if Pete used his yet. We'll do that next week as well. I have until that Chiefs game. And then, John, they Underdog had a deposit match out. It wasn't hitting everybody's account like they wanted to, but now I
Okay.
believe they fixed it. They just tweeted out for Fill Up Friday, 10%
Oh,
deposit
nice.
match. If you have not done that yet, I don't even know that there's a limit as far as what they'll match. So get in
Okay.
there and take advantage of that, because that is a great deal. John, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes when we take CD to start, like Dak is usually free in the last round, but I'm good doing it with this because we're gonna get back to our Galbrain stuff and whatever, because this is a large GPP where we're going to be repeating the same combos over and over again. And the easiest places to introduce leverage on a slate like this is the onesies positions, by like stacking quarterbacks with like different pairings than the field does. So like I think doing something like this in tandem with CD, because what's CD's ownership going to be tethered to Dak? It's probably going to be pretty significant, right? So I think,
100%. Not
yeah,
not
I think
not not 100%, but obviously significant is what I mean.
right. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, I think it's I think it's smart.
All right. London and Rashad White go. Okay, Rashad White. I see you,
Nice.
dude. That's something. I do have Kyler queued up. We might be able to push it if you prefer Nico or Mike Evans here, maybe even Chris
I want to scroll,
Olave.
man. I want to scroll. Let's do Kyler here, and then let's get scrolly.
All right. Yeah, that's a what better way to get scrolling than kind of force yourself to by
Yeah,
taking Kyler ahead. Yeah, I mean, if we know we want the stack, just take the fucking stack, you know what I mean?
exactly. And I don't think like you necessarily need to bring back in this contest in particular, because like 6-person rosters, this large field, and the $5 price point, you effectively have to hit the nuts, and you definitely have to hit the nuts at the onesies. So I mean, like, I'm not necessarily forcing like a James Cook into this. I'm not forcing like a Keon Coleman, something like that. I haven't
No.
looked at like spreads and totals yet for this. Like, I haven't done deep dive research, but I'd imagine the highest total game on the slate is this Kyler game. Is it not?
I would be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah,
I have
me
not
too.
checked either.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be like somewhere like 48 and a half, 49 and a half, something like that. I don't think you'll get any 50 pluses in week one on the main slate, but
I don't think
yeah,
so either. At least
yeah.
from what I remember, the closest thing was the Sunday night game. I believe it's a Sunday night game with the Rams and the
Hmm.
Lions. Yeah, that's a 51 point total. Super
The
super fun there.
the
Um,
Goff Stafford Bowl, that is fun.
oh, dude, yeah. I mean, that has all the makings of Rams Chiefs. I'll go out and say it. I mean, I know nothing will
Woo!
ever top that, but um,
I got a
Waddle's a no
suggestion
go
for
for
you.
me.
Yeah, I'm good with getting rid of Waddle. Let's go to the one of the other higher total game ones. Let's take Mostert.
Okay, cool.
If anybody watched the Truth Serum, sorry, Nez, I'm kind of like talking a lot. If anybody watched the Truth Serum video that Pete put out, I thought it was really well done. I thought it was a great idea there. Neil Orfield talked about Truth Serum associated with like leverage in best ball, and like I tend to agree with him in a lot of respects there. But in the BR streets, it's completely different, where it's like Waddle and Tyreek are going to go 100% drafted, and Achan's going to go 100% drafted. Mostert's going to go drafted 60-ish, 50-ish% of the time, and he's instant leverage off of those guys scoring touchdowns. So I like to get ahead of something like that. The other one that I like in that vein is Zach Moss or Chase Brown. Yeah. Okay, what do you like, Nez? Go ahead.
I like this Texans game.
Take Tank, man.
Nico's going every time. Yeah, I was gonna say Tank or Diggs.
Whoever's lower in ADP.
Stephon Diggs it is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Pete alluded to it on our show the other day where it's like, can't you just see like showcase game, first game of the year for like Stephon Diggs? Like, hey, we went out, we got to prove to everybody that this team is better than it was last year, and we overachieved last year. Okay, let's feed Stephon Diggs week 1.
And they don't have him on contract for next season. So, I mean, if you want to read the tea leaves, do some gal braining, like, aren't they just going to like run this dude out every time? Just like make him do a shit ton of dirty work. Like they don't care. He's not on the books next season.
Yeah, that's the old Darren McFadden thesis right there.
Yeah.
Just you know, he's on his last year with Dallas. Let's just run him into the ground.
I am really curious to see what this Texans defense is like. I don't know if we'll get a good look at it. I mean, it's week 1, so you can't take anything like too seriously based on what we see off of one game. But the ETR guys all off season, and when they talk about pace of play, have been saying the Colts are like blazing fast. They leave so much time on the play clock. I mean, think about Peyton Manning. I mean, I know most people understand pace, but like Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers, they're bleeding the play clock down to 2 seconds, 1 second. The Colts are having like double-digit time left on the play clock when they're snapping the ball. They are playing. They at least when Anthony Richardson was in the game, which isn't a huge sample either, they were playing really fast. If they are playing fast in this game, I mean, I think this total can absolutely smash 40.5 just from a fantasy standpoint. Thinking about all the touchdowns that are going to be happening in this game. Take
Michael Pittman and call it a day on this roster. Let's do it.
I don't know if he gets. Does he get drafted every time? Oh, hell no.
Dude, he's way down. Way down. Josh Downs might not play week 1. Let's take Michael Pittman, man. Let's scroll the F down.
Yeah.
Dude, look at all this talent on the board. Like the evergreen reminder, like Tony Redacted's buried down here. Zach Moss is buried down here. Like guys who could lead their teams in touches, score twice on the ground. Like, man, just take some contrarian points at the back end.
I mean, it just makes so much sense, right? This is where scrolling the F down really comes into play, right? Like we applied it to best ball, we ported it to best ball, and it really took effect, right? I even saw like Contrarian in a few of my drafts, and other people talked about it too, where he was scrolling down to get like his Patriots stacks, like just whenever he felt comfortable, you know,
right?
Like it just like. Who cares? Get your guys at that point. But in the main BR is where it really comes into effect. Where we're only drafting 36 players. Here's just the draft board of our draft. And like you said, I mean, so many good players going undrafted.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what stands out to you from that draft board to be like you could just 1v1 replace this with like an undrafted guy right now?
Let's see here. I don't know. Tank Dell did not go here. I would probably replace. So I mean, for this man D Hawkins, like I would put Tank Dell on his team. If he's going to draft Stroud, I definitely wouldn't do naked Stroud.
Right.
I mean, you could do that with borderline like anybody. I mean, truly.
Right. Yeah. Like,
what do you think about that? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just seeing like no neighbors here, but Marvin Harrison's going to go a lot comparatively. Like you want to scroll the F down with Kyler, who's going to get drafted every single time. Like what's the leverage off McBride and Harrison going every time? Like just take Connor. I mean, Connor goes in this draft too, actually. But you could take like Michael Wilson or something like that. Like you could take Greg Dortch. Like people are just going to like not draft these guys. And like, yeah, sure, it's a little gal brainy, but like if you're trying to like hit the nuts on like a tournament like this, like where are the levers we can pull? And like that's what we're going to be searching for all season long. Like that's why this shit's our bread and butter. I mean, that's why this shit's your bread and butter. Took it down last night. Oakland 3-man, dude. Let's go.
Am I wearing the Oakland hat? I am. This is my workout hat. So I'm really doing it for the bit here. This is typically only something I wear during cardio clubs. It's got a cardio club scent to it, but I'm wearing it for the bit. Shout out Lawrence Butler and JJ Blade.
Dude, we are sweating. We are literally sweating in your sweat bucket right now.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but no, I had to.
Okay, let's I gotta call it there, Nez. You keep running with this, mixing and matching, whatever you do. Talk a little bit of some of this macro strategy to hit the reset for some people who have been absent from the Battle Royale streets here. I just want to address, like, we'll do full breakdown throughout next week, probably starting Monday there, and we'll go slate by slate. We'll walk through the games. We'll talk about all the players. We'll talk about the totals, that sort of thing. I just want to hit one macro one that Go AZ Cards is hitting on right now in the chat that I see. Are you afraid of any of the holdouts for week one? I mean, the chase, like, not practicing and then needing to ramp up, like guys talk about like a 10-day window to get ready. I mean, Ayuk's not on the main slate, like he'll probably feel fine. But there's going to be like kind of like evergreen reminder that like all combos are available in this contest always. Like if you see a combination of like Jamar Chase falling back to a CD Lamb team, like I would not be surprised at all, where like someone in some room has like three guys getting cold feet, getting skittish about that. I mean, as the week goes on, the tale will be written. So I don't have like a definitive answer to it right now. I've been taking him in my first 5 drafts at that like 6th turn there. I'm totally fine like pairing him with Jonathan Taylor, pairing him with HN there. But I wouldn't be surprised if he is the one throughout the week that we see like the Q tag and the potential fall and the potential like GMs made with him.
Yeah, I think it's totally fair to be cautious about some of these guys that haven't practiced a lot with their teams. But at the end of the day, these are the best wide receivers in football.
Right.
You could probably do just fine by taking them, but like I totally get the fear in them. But like if you're drafting at volume, I would not be putting a fade on these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Dawg. I'm gonna call it there. We'll send the people off with some nice little love from the Pacific
Oh,
Northwest out here.
look at that.
There it is. Oh,
That's
it's
a
our coffee.
GMGM look.
Our
Oh, let's
coffee.
go.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go enjoy myself here. Best of luck to everybody playing this weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. We will have a little bit of the holiday show there on Monday morning to set up this slate.
Absolutely. It'll be a blast. John, have fun on the boat, man.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace. All right, folks. It's just me. John's away. Mice will play, I think is what they say. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop into a goal line stand. I'm gonna do a goal line stand. Let's get some practice in for the dog bowl. Let me go ahead and find it here. 12-person drafts, not a lot of people in these lobbies yet, so we should be able to fill it fairly quickly. Look at that. One more person. Timed that perfectly. I probably should have waited a little bit. Hopefully you guys got in here if you were able to. Is that a treehouse, John? Yeah, I think it's just an expensive treehouse. That's just the type of lifestyle John lives. We just got some news. Michael Thomas suspended for breaking the rules. What rules could he possibly break? The dude, how are you getting suspended when you don't even have a job? I did I get into the underflow? Actually, Crutches, I won a baseball slate, but thank you for staying tapped in. Did I get any of you guys in here? We got Philly, we got Jump Free, we got Crash Rich, and Christ Hamster. That is an amazing username. We got to throw that on. I'm gonna have to tell John, hey, before you publish that list, Christ Hamster on the names. Get it up there ASAP. All right, guys, this is like 3 streams in a row. We are solo. I think I think we're phasing John out. He has no idea. We're slowly freezing him off of the brand. He told you guys to draft Michael Wilson in Greg Dortch in the main BR. I'm really sorry that you guys had to hear that. You don't have to do that. I would strongly advise you don't do that. So just get that out of the way. Yeah. Nick's grinding primetime Paloozas. Let's maybe do that after this. Crash Rich is he's out and about in a major way. Josh Allen, I love Bijan, but like Bijan against my Steelers, can I do that? I took Justin Jefferson in my Dawg Bowl, and I'm going to do it here as well. Justin Jefferson against the New York Giants seems sick. Where did I finish in the Dinger? Well, Al Boogie 78. The Dinger's still ongoing. It ends not this Sunday, but next Sunday, and I'm sitting in 80th place. So I'm not dead. Not dead. We're hanging tough. Bluesies. Thoughts on people saying Puka will be bad because Cooper is coming back? Well, I think if you look at the numbers, Puka was just as good as Cooper Kupp when they shared the field, if not better. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Jump free. Mike Thomas was a dick to me at a restaurant in Columbus I worked at. Really good guy. Well, you shouldn't call him slant boy when you are serving his food. Jump free. That's the problem. Who's the 101 in primetime Palooza? I need to look. I need to actually look because I'm not sure. It's probably going to depend on what the projections say. Do the projections have quarterback 101 like they usually do? Yeah, Crash Rich dominates NFL just in general. His ROI in NFL was crazy, but I got a feeling his throne is going to be occupied by somebody else this year. I don't know. I got a feeling. Some really sharp folks are coming into the fold and are going to challenge him this season. I'm just not so sure he can run back that awesome run that he had. That was some special stuff. Barkley's the 101 right now, according to Andy. All right, the primetime Palooza is definitely getting drafted after this. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm currently 94th place in the Dinger. We had a game take place today, and some runs were scored. So yeah, I'm down about 140 to first. Probably not going to win this thing, but we can put up a respectable number. I'll be happy with that. Damn, Rachaad White is going very early in these, huh? I mean, I know he was one of the early running back picks, but the Commanders have a pretty decent front. They're only 3.5 point favorites. They are at home. I don't see Rachaad White being a second round pick. Hey, Paige, thank you very much. We love the Oakland Athletics. We love Lawrence Butler. We love JJ Bleday. I will probably get into the MLB streets today. Just had a kind of a busy day, and I know that slate locks soon, but I do got to do some work over there. I owe it to Numi to draft over there. That slate closes in 2 hours, and it's 34% full. So for Numi, I will get over there and draft a little bit. All right, Will Rush goes James Cook, Devon Achane, Crash Rich doubling up on RB. That's an interesting strat. I mean, this slate, I feel like this slate is loaded. Personally, I don't know if it's just because it's like the first week and it feels like Christmas, but I really do think that this slate is full of heavy hitters. I just would not do that, I don't think. All right, we have Justin Jefferson. Kyle Pitts going up against Pittsburgh. Let's do Pitts. One thing I am looking towards is definitely getting ahead at tight end. If I missed on Kyle Pitts, would probably be eyeing up Ferg, definitely Bowers against the Chargers, even though I think the Chargers are going to have a good defense. And I like Njoku quite a bit as well. But this, if the Kirk Cousins Kyle Pitts connection is real, we could be looking at like the cheapest Kyle Pitts all season, just for the tight end position. But tight end is pretty nice. Jobs over here. Going with the Arizona double. Tyreek in London over here looks good. Larry Golf Dad with the naked Anthony Richardson. He might be able to get Pittman on the way back. So in my dog bowl, I went JJ and then Kamara. I would probably do Kamara again here. I really like Kamara against the Panthers. Just nobody behind him. Getting a million targets sounds fun to me. You know what? I didn't want that anyways. Okay. Devontae is dealing with a minor injury. I think I'm going to go Davante Adams. One thing I've been kind of waking up to a little bit was hearing Michael Chang talk about, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Michael Chang on Pete Overzet's Best Ball After Dark, when he was talking about weekly winners and what does well in weekly winners. It's the same principles to Battle Royales, and Davante Adams is an alpha, obviously. I don't really need to say this. It's pretty obvious, but he's going in the third round of a 12-person draft. Guys, Gardner Minshew made Michael Pittman a really good fantasy wide receiver. I think he can do the same with Davante Adams. Just an alpha. I mean, I would project him for double-digit targets. It's just a matter of what this Chargers defense is going to be like, but I like the idea of a huge focal point on an offense being available in the third round. I'm going to need to see the Davante Adams fall off before I start to fade it. I'm not telling you to pick the best players, but I'm not telling you to avoid the best players. Yeah, Sirach, I agree. I think if we could just keep Kamara right around here, that'd be perfect. That'd be absolutely perfect. James Cook is going to be a tough one for me, guys. I was a big James Cook fan last season. I thought that he had a pretty solid role last season. It's a little bit of like Ray Davis-ish for me that has me a little concerned. They are going to probably run a lot, but like I just like have trouble respecting James Cook as like a running back. But he's good. I just don't know that he's like pick 18 good. Believe in the mullet. Jacoby Myers tweet, Nez, what's that? I think I'm missing something here. Taysom Hill is in fact going to Vulture. Aaron saying Bowers feels like a tough click after missing some practice. Yeah, but like, so you're not wrong. I think if you just want to wait and see on the rookie tight end, feel free. Not a lot of rookie tight ends do not have success. Kyle Pitts, the best rookie tight end ever. You know, I say that facetiously. Had trouble. It's okay to wait and see on Brock Bowers. But everybody's a little banged up. I know it's week 1 already. I don't know. I just think he's going to play. He's going to be fine. I just wouldn't let guys missing some practice a little bit really deter you, is my thought process there. If you think Bowers is good, like just take him. Okay. Is there bad blood with Adams and the Chargers? Is that from receiver? I did not know that he has bad blood with the LA Chargers. Andy with the awesome 30% Bowers in BBM. That is like my biggest regret. My biggest regret in BBM is not having more Brock Bowers, because he was going in a range that was like affordable for tight ends. And even if he didn't smash, he wasn't going to kill teams. But the upside was just so like not being priced in as much as it should have been. So I feel a little upset that I didn't have more Brock Bowers this season. So I'm going to probably jam some sprints to get more Brock Bowers in to offset that. And yeah, we're going to go Aaron Jones here. excited about Aaron Jones when he's healthy against these Giants. Let's take a look at the gambling odds. This isn't a gambling show, guys. We don't gamble, but just to give you a look at what the Vikings are doing against the Giants. They're only 1-point favorites in a 41.5 point total. So pretty gross. Maybe I should chill out on the Viking stuff. But I just don't think that the Giants defense is very good. And I do like these larger 12-person drafts because you can do more like game stacking. Same goes toward any of the contests that are not the main BR. That strategy should include more stacking, just getting a game right where a team is winning. It's harder to get a large payoff on that style of build in the main BR. You got to hit the fucking nuts, man. I would strongly advise not double stacking in the main BR unless it's like insane leverage. Okay, I need to make a pick here. Obviously, that's what on the clock means. Nez. Kirk versus Pittsburgh feels terrible. This team's I don't like this team, fellas. We're gonna go Chris Godwin because I was on Meg Shoop's show for Fanspeak. She did a best ball marathon. That was a lot of fun hopping on there. That was my first time ever streaming with them. And her and Andrew Robb were there on stream, and they're Commanders fans. And they were telling me, I think we all remember last year the Commanders were a terrible defense, and they were just kind of letting me know that I should expect more terrible things. So that to me gets me excited for Chris Godwin. I think one of the big things for Chris Godwin too is if he is going to be playing the slot with Jalen McMillan playing the outside, that is going to be pretty bullish for Godwin this season. He had a decent season last year playing the outside, but if he is playing slot, I am excited about that. And that sets up a Baker stack. But I'm a crazy guy, man. I could do some Minshew, I could do some Baker, but I'm definitely stacking regardless. We are 100% stacking. Okay, there goes Jaden Daniels over here. I was looking for that because like at this point there's nobody left that I would take without a stack partner and respect myself for it. Okay, you had Mike Evans. All right, buddy. Mr. Philly, friend of the show. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ass. I mean, I'll do Sam Darnold. I don't give a shit. I'll take Sam Darnold here. How long am I on for, Nez? Probably like another like 25, 30 minutes. We'll see. Baker double for week 1 dog bowl. Yeah. I'm not doing Kirk Cousins. Will I? No, we can't do Kirk, man. That total is lower than the Vikings Giants. And I think if you're looking at error bars, I think the error bars are for sure wider in Giants Vikings than they are in Steelers fucking Falcons. Yeah, easy. Let me know. I'm probably gonna go on. I'm gonna do a primetime Palooza, and then we might go ahead and cap this thing at 1 hour. We'll see what the people demand, but I want to. It's Friday here. It's a busy time for me. I'm hopping in a primetime Palooza. Busy time for me right now. We've got the house trying to close next week, and goddamn, it is a pain in the ass. I think the Steelers are too good. I agree. We'll do. I want to do one of these primetime Paloozas, and then one more goal line stand, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pop off. I will give you guys the heads up on when I'm joining the goal line stand. I do think the Steelers defense is a little too good, but I that would be hilarious. If the Steelers defense is not good, then this team is an absolute train wreck. I mean, the offense is going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. I don't know what Omar Khan's plan was. I don't know if he thought wide receivers are going to be cheaper in the draft. I don't know if he was confident Brandon Ayuk was going to be in black and yellow, but trading Deontay and doing nothing to replace Deontay, that was bad. That was really bad. The Steelers, the Steelers are too good in the way that Evan Silva is too good. It's not ideal. All right, so look at all these quarterbacks here. Okay, Barkley goes first. Yeah, you do not want to miss on these running backs. Would I rather do Pacheco? I think I'm going to do Pacheco because I think he's leverage off of the other Chiefs wide receivers. Off of the Chiefs wide receivers, he is not one. There's no need to say other there, Nez. Because I want to do the Packers, and I'd rather not do Jacobs. But if this guy's going to stack Mahomes and give me Jacobs, because we do have Kelsey. Oh, he doesn't. So Kelsey, Andrews, and Goddard are on this slate. Let's do Andrews. Try to set up Lamar. Would that make sense? I mean, there's so many wide receivers here. There's no need to force Lamar. Let's do Devontae. Give ourselves an out for Jalen Hurts. And now I can just kind of take my pick because I'm also going to take a Packer. Guys, I just won the Primetime Palooza in my first draft. Congrats to me. I'm just, I'm over the moon. Whose fault is it that I let the 101 get Saquon and Kelsey? Is it my fault? Are we all looking for the guy who did this and it was indeed me? This is pretty much how I do everything. I just vibe out. Well, I'm going to take a wide receiver here. I could do Worthy, but I need to stack. I definitely need to stack. I have Hurts or Lamar here. Lamar's going to end up getting sick probably. Let's do Watson, man. If Watson's healthy, let's just draft Christian Watson for the upside. I mean, what a nasty team here from D Mitch. I mean, congratulations on your generational wealth, buddy. Is Wicks gonna play? Wow, yeah, I'm quickly realizing how good this guy's team is. I get it now. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit, that team is fucking nasty. The problem is he's not going to have a stack. I mean, he's going to have he's going to have Jordan Love. And this dude's taking Carson. Oh my God, Carson Steele. Let's go. All right, cool. So I'll take Lamar and Andrews. Or else I just want to... Should I just give this guy Lamar, guys? Do we want to just make sure D. Mitch wins? I can give him Lamar. This guy might be hitting the flags where, hey, your team actually projects too well, and we can't let you have a really good team, so we unfortunately need to kill you. Man, these primetime Paloozas are fun. Guys, I'm getting in a goal line stand right now. I swear. If I can find the shit. Here we go. Hopefully you're not in the underflow. Oh, we need 9. I'm coughing baby. I think you have your labels mixed up here, Jump Free. All right, 2 more. Help a brother out. Let's get some good practice in for the Dog Bowl, guys. I've done 1 lineup so far for said Dog Bowl. I'll show it to you. It's kind of the same exact team that I've already drafted. That you just saw me draft. It's a Sam Darnold team. Sorry, I'm looking for there it is. Share this tab. Dog Bowl. Darnold, Kamara, Jerome Ford, Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans, and David Njoku. I feel pretty damn good about that. And then I drafted a BR team with John. You guys saw that. What pick am I? Pick 4 over here. Friends and family. Holy balls. Ricky, what up, Ricky? Philly, Beastburf, Jumfrey, Noah, Sirach, GA, Pladson. What up, my dude Jake? Mr. 30,000. Mark Zorner, BBV, and Schultzy. What up, Schultzy? Running pretty hot. Haven't had the back of the board yet for a draft. So I have no issues with that. And then I do need to make a Chow Chow slow pick, guys. I apologize. Ricky! Squad. What up, squad? I gotta be honest, guys. I had so much fun drafting best ball teams, but now that BRs are here, I cannot wait to put that shit behind me. Oh man, it's BR season. We are moved on, guys. If I get Bijan Robinson, I'll take one of those things. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We're not doing the one Bijan, one edible stuff. That's for the paywall. That's for the paywall only. Not doing that again. What a disaster. Justin Jefferson goes 2, which like I kind of agree with. Jamar Chase. I mean, this is spooky. How is this not like a little spooky? We're going Jonathan Taylor. Because I'm dead serious. I am scared. I'll admit it. I just told you guys stop being scared about practice. I literally said, guys, don't be scared. Take these players. But, I mean, I can be a little spooked on Chase, right? His situation's a little strange. Joka, GM, dude. Happy NFL season to you as well, man. Let's get back to this Dog Bowl. Thanks, Nick. One. Yeah, we had some fun behind the paywall with my last BBM. If you guys haven't seen that, I think it has good replay value. My last 2 BBMs, both Bijan Robinson teams. We love it. Chip is telling me I need to just jam Jamar Chase. Well, I'm jamming Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I am worried that Bijan is going to destroy my Steelers. I mean, I'm going to be so conflicted. Because now if Bijan cooks, that's fun for my bags. But now everybody's going to make fun of the Steelers. But I don't have the same connection to the Steelers emotionally that I do to the Pirates. Very emotionally attached to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Less so to the Steelers because they are just they're just kind of not a serious organization. They think they are. I think they are. But if teams that want to win in a way that is just not the way to win in the NFL right now is just like, it's hard to take you serious. What up, William? Feels like Devontae Adams is pretty good value in these, especially with the offseason Chargers. Okay. Fantasy Dog Power was saying this too. I missed this. So was this like when they announced their schedule? Did they make fun of him? Well, of course they are. I think that's part of like the emotional attachment is like, it's like kind of like abuse that the Steelers, but like every NFL team is serious because they're everybody's pretty much like flush with cash. There's like 2 baseball teams that are serious. MLB became very unserious when they let everybody make the postseason. Like half of the league makes the postseason. Nobody has to try. No one has to try. You just need to get into the door and get lucky. That's what they want. They want to be incentivized to not spend money to put out a great team because they can just put their hands up and say, oh, LOL variance. Why would I try when teams get lucky all the time? We need to focus on winning again. They called him garbage. Well, guess what? They're going to be playing garbage time when the Raiders are up 20 points on them. There goes Adams to Sir Jumpfrey. Rachaad White is just an ADP thing, guys. I just don't think it makes sense for him to be where he is. Let's go Malik Neighbors. He's going up against the Vikings, who, had a really tough offseason just across the board. Their secondary is it should be vulnerable for Malik Neighbors. And of course, I opened myself up to the Danny Dimes stack, which Danny Dimes, guys, I believe 2 times now has won me a 12-person slate. He won me a ticket to the Dog Bowl, so I'm just forever indebted to him. It's kind of like my the guy that won the Millie on Redacted with Najee. That's kind of how I feel with Danny Dimes. Just an emotional connection. Best Ball Bob, I appreciate you, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck this season, man. All right, let's take a look at the board. Tyreek Hill, Drake London, DJ Moore. Oh, I have 3. Okay, after I make this pick, guys, I need to make a Chow Chow pick. I have 3 minutes left on this Chow Chow. I have to make this pick. You guys are bleeding the clock. You're making me nervous. I am incredibly sweaty right now. Oh, this Chow Chow team. It's okay. It's not great. It's definitely not the way that a Chow Chow should be drafted, but Devin, when I first started the BadgeBros, not going to lie, I was intimidated by you guys, but at the end, you guys might be the chillest podcast community. Davis, you are the absolute GOAT of motocross pick'ems, and we appreciate you hanging out, dude. I hope we don't intimidate. I try to be a genuine, welcoming person. DK Metcalf, Tank Dell. Let's do Tank Dell. We did Diggs earlier. Let's do Tank Dell. I think this Houston and Colts game is going to be absolute fireworks. Okay, guys, no more fucking around. I've got this Chow Chow, 2561, Kyler Tua, Saquon, Jonathan Brooks, Jerome Ford, Jalen Wright, Antonio Gibson. So I have 2 starting running backs, like 2 1/3 starting running back. Tyreek Hill, Malik Neighbors, Amari Cooper, Brian Thomas, Joshua Palmer, Josh Downs. So just taking all the injured players and just assuming that I'm going to run pure in the regular season. I mean, that's just, that's how you build a team, right? I do like Hunter Henry. I do like Tyler Conklin, but I think my biggest need right now, but there's no good running backs left, but I do think I need to just take Vidal or Tracy or Bigsby. What do you guys think? I've got 1:43 left. This is getting sweaty here. What do you guys think? I think I most definitely need running back. unless Saquon is doing his thing. I don't do Saquon a lot, but he fell to 23. Yeah, that was indeed Dimes versus Arizona. I think I'm going to do Vidal. Piran's taken, man. Piran, I believe. Oh, no, he's not taken. Good fucking shout, man. Stephen Burr says Piran. Do you guys think Piran or Tracy? Do you guys think Piran or Tracy? We have 1 minute. We got 1 minute. Best Ball Moderate says I can get estimate, but I think I need somebody that projects to be on the field a little earlier. Like, it's Saquon and Ford for the first 4 weeks. Gibson is like, hey, maybe he can get me like 5 points here. I think P. Ryan is going to give me more early points. You guys, like, I'm seeing Vidal. I think P. Ryan, guys. Joka saying Tracy might have a week 1 role. Yeah, I think P. Ryan, they're talking about P. Ryan like they want to use him in the passing game. We're going P. Ryan. Whew. I'm 6 picks away. Let me just show you guys the board here since we are doing this and you guys are with me. I know you want to show off your picks. But I do need to make another pick. We'll let the board get to me. I'll make my pick. And then I have another draft that is 8 minutes and it's a marathon. A lot less fun. But I do need to make a marathon selection. We're almost done, guys. Slow draft season is almost over. Yeah, the ownership on P. Ryan too, especially in the Chow Chow that's been closed for like weeks. I think that in a time box contest, I prefer P. Ryan in a time box contest. I think that makes a ton of sense. Sorry for trying to do a Best Ball Bros bit there. That's Pete's territory. I should be staying off that. And Joku goes, yeah, we are windmilling, as they say, in Brock Bowers because there's no Stroud for the double stack. But I'm okay with double stacking in the goal line stand, but that's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is taking Brock Bowers and assuming he's the GOAT. Steve, you are Steve B1164. I'm going to be looking out for you, dog. Good luck this season. Appreciate the help trying to make that pick. That was nerve-wracking. A Philly goes Fryermuth. Are you going to take Russell Wilson, buddy? I'm excited to see how you land that plane. Unstacked Stroud. Diggs is gone. Dell is gone. Nico's gone. I mean, guys, welcome to BR season. I mean, why am I punching down on the badgeless guy? I mean, it's Ricky, man. It's Ricky! And I'm making fun of him for taking unstacked Stroud. He's probably about to take Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he's auto-drafting. I'm making fun of the dude that we're all going to lose to. I'm sorry. Ricky, if you're watching, man, I apologize. I need to be nicer to you. Yeah, dude, I would not hate yourself for this. We're looking at potentially slow start CeeDee Lamb. Everybody thinks Dak is very, very good. I think Dak is very good. I think people think Dak is very, very good. And I had a hot take on Easy's sheet that I think Ferg is can finish tight end 3 this season. That was a real ass take that I believed in. I like Philly going with DJ Moore and Caleb. B-Spurf with the really awesome Tony Pollard click. I think this is Jaden Daniels. I could wait and do Danny Jones, and maybe I should just because like the whole thing with Daniel Jones is the bench risk, but I have Malik Neighbors tied to him. Yeah, George Pickens, actually. Fuck what I said. And then we'll do Daniel Jones. And yeah, that'll be an awesome team after. All right, guys, crunch time. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left in a marathon. 1-6-6-1. This is a Jordan Love team with Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks, Dalton Schultz as my tight end 1 right now. Wide receiver room is pretty stacked with Devontae, DJ Moore, Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley, with that Green Bay double stack. At running back, it's Bijan, Kamara, B-Rob, Zeke, Jalen Wright, Samaje Perine. A little bit of a reach there by your boy Nez, but I do not care. I think Perine is a good pick. Okay. Where do we go from here? Quarterbacks are getting a little gross, but I think Jordan Love is going to cook on this iteration. At tight end, Tucker Kraft is already on this team. I could make this a 3 tight end team. Do you think I should make this a 3 tight end team and take a Conklin, Fant, Otten, or Jonnu, or Jawan? Like, I love this range of tight end. This is why I wasn't really taking Bowers, is because I was living at this tight end position. Pop Douglas, like, how's Pop Douglas seeing my lineup here? I also have like a really, maybe this is a fish take, but like, I don't think I need to stack a second QB in the marathon. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Bo Nix run a little bit in college? Okay, Noah likes Fant. No bias there for the name. I do like Conklin, and I do take Fant. I think Bo Nix makes sense here, because I think he ran a little bit in college, so he feels fine to do naked, but also like Drake May. Is Hunter Henry here? No, he went. So I mean, I hear everybody on the Noah Fant hype. I just think Tyler Conklin getting 87 targets like every year he's played, and now he gets Aaron Rodgers. I think it's Conklin for me. You know, no offense, Noah, to your fellow Noah suggestion. We're going Conk Daddy, as he's known as. And I've got a couple other picks under 5 minutes that we're gonna have to do on stream. We're gonna have to do that pick on stream. Okay, let's see how Sir Sock Muffin, Mr. Noah, ends his team with DeAndre Swift. I mean, that's a pretty sick 6th-round pick, if I do say so myself. Zach Moss to Mr. Jumfrey. We get Daniel Jones. We end with Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Malik Neighbors, Tank Dell, George Pickens, and Brock Bowers. I love that team. I love the way that turned out. A lot of really good undrafted players, though. Najee, Gus, Ramondre, Chuba. Maybe Chuba. Javonte, I think, is a really, really good pick. If he's going to be playing 70% of snaps and getting targets and having goal line work, if they can get to the goal line, that's pretty bullish. All right, let's do this Chow Chow, maybe that puppy 3, and I will pass things off. I took Braylon Allen here. This is a Chow Chow. Mahomes, Jaden Daniels. I have some Commanders queued up here. Easy kept telling me to take Noah Brown, so I think for Easy's sake, should I just take Noah Brown right now? I do love to just like listen to everything Easy says. No, I think I need to do Khalil Herbert. This needs some. Oh, dude, but this is I don't want to handcuff DeAndre Swift, especially when I rarely take him. Vidal. I have a lot of Lloyd, not so much Vidal. We're gonna go Vidal here. Yeah, we're gonna go Vidal. Okay. Feel good about that. Okay. 8 minutes on this puppy 3. Let's make this pick. This is my last pick. It's a tight end. This will be easy. This team is 2-5-9-1 with Caleb and Danny Dimes. So this is a very strong bet on Caleb. Bijan Achan. What else is new? Tajay Spears, Zach Charbonnet, Samaje Perine. Really love that running back room. Wide receiver, Devontae Smith, Rashee Rice, Roma Dunze, Keon Coleman, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, Michael Wilson, Jalen Tolbert, Jalen McMillan. Wow, that's a lot of wideouts. I rarely do 9 wide receivers. And then Dalton Kincaid as the tight end. Here's Tucker Kraft. I just take Tucker Kraft and don't even think about it because Theo Johnson is gone. I also will do some Zach Ertz, but like that's not the move when you have Dalton Kincaid, right? Like why? I don't need those points at all. If Zach, I want somebody that can maybe give me some ceiling. Maybe JT Sanders is that, but they also made Jordan Matthews a tight end there. So I think we're going to go Tucker Kraft and just continue to just absolutely bulk up that exposure. Jeff saying I'm going to crush. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, Lloyd is RB2. I agree, but I have a lot of Lloyd, man. I got a ton of Lloyd. Yeah, like the more I do those 12-mans, the more punting running back just really does seem like the move. But I also don't mind flexing running back, but save that running back, I think, for the end. Guys, this was awesome. BR season is always so much goddamn fun for us over here. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're new, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out. That is a great way to support us. Another way to directly support us is if you're not a member, become a member. If you're looking for a trial run, tell me that you want a trial run, and I will donate some memberships randomly because YouTube just disperses that, and you can give it a shot. We do some members only streams once a week, so if you want more content from us, that's how you can get it. We have a Discord as well with Pete Overzet's Deposit Kingdom. Link to that is below. Thanks again, guys. BR season is awesome. We're gonna have so much goddamn content, and we also are still going to cover baseball. So if you want some baseball content, that'll probably be paywall and or just its own separate show. And we are also doing NBA. We have NBA Best Ball still rolling. We're going to cover more of that because people have been asking for NBA strategy, and we do daily NBA as well when that time comes. You guys, I am so stoked for BR season. Thanks again for hanging out with us, and everybody's favorite time of the show, the end. Peace.